Serge here for the back porch. I'm going to stay on this topic of power and distance that we recently spoke about, and continue with a few more emails I received, and again stay harping on my mantra of fairways and greens. Hit it solid and straight. And we got some really good letters, and that's why I'm going to keep really good blogs, that is, and keep on this. We have another blog from Kevin McG. And Kevin's is a little bit long, so that's why this one might be just one for today. But Kevin says, again, we're talking on power and distance. What you have discovered is an often repeated fact by the Serge. He's talking about the other two before me that we did yesterday or recently about power and distance. One of the gentlemen said, boy, when he started hitting his hybrids, he hit him so much better than his woods, and so he doesn't take woods to the course anymore. He just plays with his hybrids, and he's got up to a 3 hybrid. He said, and he's answering that second question right here. Kevin McG is answering by saying, what you have discovered is an often repeated fact by the Serge. Harder does not equal faster. The harder you try to swing, the tenser your muscles get, and the slower or more out of control the swing is. And the reason why I like Kevin McGee's letter is because I think, you know, sometimes when you all come up with some good thoughts and good feelings and good answers to what I've said, your words can be even more powerful than mine. And so that's why I like what Kevin McGee's saying. So he says, harder does not equal faster. The harder you try to swing, the tenser your muscles get, and the slower or more out of control the swing is. Just great comment there. And absolute truth. As Serge has pointed out, there is a point of diminishing return. You can swing hard up to a point. After that, the harder you try to swing, the more distance you will lose instead of gain. Because in many cases, when you swing hard and your muscles tighten up, you're actually swinging slower, and your muscles tightening up and constricting also makes it harder for the release to happen where you hit the ball more solid and therefore farther and straighter. A lot of it, as I have discovered in my practice of the Serge swing, is related to the combination of tempo and timing. Tempo is the speed of your swing. Timing is the proper sequential movement of the parts of your swing. Those kind of go together. You can't have tempo without timing, and you can't have timing without good tempo. And so when you lose one, you're actually losing both. And then that's causing all of these mishits and other things. And again, if you're out of tempo, that means you're either swinging too slow or too fast. And to use Kevin McGee's point, you're swinging harder, or actually in some cases trying to swing too slow. And so that takes you all out of that rhythm of timing and tempo. The Serge swing is related to the combination of tempo and timing. For myself, I have found that the point of maximum power and speed is reached when my forward left arm goes just slightly past parallel to the ground, approximately 9:30 on the clock, with the fastest tempo. I can't imagine and stay in balance. So he's now tying in his timing, his tempo, his swing to balance. That's all we talk about, right? If you don't have balance, you can't have all the other things. And so you have to find what is the optimum tempo, timing, power, speed, and everything for you. If I try to get faster, I tend to swing way past that point and get out of balance, causing tremendous overswinging and loss of control. If I shorten my swing below the point, I quickly lose distance because, again, too short, too low, he doesn't have enough speed enough downward motion, the free fall that is free to help build up his speed to hit the ball and swing the club fastest within his limitations of both tempo, timing, and power. My suggestion is to first find how far up the tree you can go without getting tense. How good is that? At some point you go up too high, you start what? You're pulling yourself out of position, your muscles start tensing up, all of those things are not good. Now let me read that again. My suggestion is to first find how far up the tree you can go without getting tense. The point where you can be as high as possible and still feel as relaxed as you are at address. Any farther back will cause you to get tense. Great points. I mean, I could stand here and read that 10 times. After you find that point, start increasing your tempo, your speed, that is swinging your arms faster, to the point where you can stop the backswing at the point you determine in step 1. You will find a speed at which you start overswinging or losing balance. So again, this is finding the boundaries within which you can make your maximum speed within control and balance. That's no different than driving down the road. There's a curve coming up, and you have to find out that you know that you can take that curve at, say, 35 miles an hour in total control of your car, and good speed, good control, no worries about anything. You start going to 40, and it gets a little bit more hairy coming through, getting into the turn and coming out of it, and you definitely know without a doubt that at 50 you're going to have a big chance of running off the road. And that's the same thing. You got to find everything in your swing, and the length of your swing, and the speed at which you can swing, that you can maintain your tempo, your timing, and in balance, and therefore stay on the road, which is your fairway, hitting fairways and greens. With these 2 points, you will have found your maximum power and efficiency for the present. If you work after that on increasing your physical conditioning, you will find that you can achieve a proportional increase in power and efficiency until you reach your physical maximum potential, which differs from person to person. I am still well short of that point, but am continuing to work on it. Good luck and keep it vertical, Kevin MG. Kevin, this is one of the most phenomenal blogs I've ever read, because you've hit so many good points right on the hit the nail right on the head. We are each individuals. We got to find out what is the maximum under control and efficiency and consistency that we can swing a golf club in terms of power and speed, and still within our timing and tempo to be hitting fairways and greens, hit the ball more solid and straight, because as we know, when you hit it more solid and straight, they go farther, and keeping it in play, you start getting lower scores. So Kevin G, great blog here, and I just can't say enough about it, because you basically put everything I've said into your own perspective, and I think every point you made was awesome. So hopefully, Kevin, your words can be an inspiration and a help to all of us, including me, and I can't thank you enough. And for all of you out there, Kevin's got the right answer to hit it solid, straight, and longer, and ultimately shoot those lower scores that we all know we want to shoot, because that's what the game's all about, playing to our best potential, and that is staying within our potential. Well, that's it for the Surge for today, and I'll be talking to y'all again soon.